All right, so I think once again we don't have
Hey,
official
what's up?
casters set up.
Hey,
Chris.
Lundy.
You guys ready?
Yeah, Red will be here in just a second.
Sweet.
Hey guys.
Hey.
I'll launch here. I guess you guys have probably had time enough to talk about strategy and stuff, so we can probably just get into it.
Yeah, I think we're ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
So I was saying we don't have casters. I'll be kind of doing the commentary, the week version again. This is our fourth match. It's the third and last North American match in the group stage until the playoff. So basically, it's Toucans versus Straight Outta Grimhex, and
What up,
Grimhex
fellas?
needs to win
I'm just restarting my game.
to stay alive. Basically.
That's not bad. I'm gonna do the same here real quick.
One second.
Restarting.
I'm going to be in a Saber again this time. I'm going to try to get a little closer. Do you think that's going to be a big issue?
No, should be fine.
No. So as long as you're in a ship that isn't one of the ones that
Yeah.
we're playing, like,
Yeah.
we should be fine. Do you have a 300 series?
Yes, it appears that I do. You would rather have me in that than the Saber?
Well, it's easier, I know, when you're viewing, because it's actually kind of cool to see like the ships because you can see all the pips when you're watching the replays. And the 300 doesn't have any vertical cross beams when you're watching.
Okay, good suggestion.
But I mean, really fly whatever you think you're going to feel comfortable in to get the best view.
Okay, sending invites.
Back one sec.
So I guess to go over yesterday, we saw two North American matches. Both of these teams played, obviously not against each other. Toucans won their match against the Jolly Little Pilots, and Jolly Little Pilots won their match against Straight Outta Grimhex. So it will be pretty simple, tiebreaker-wise, elimination-wise. If Toucans win, they'll have 2 wins in the group stage, and Jolly Little Pilots will have 1. So they'll both advance to the playoff. We did have one match this morning for the EU group, and that was the Rough Battlers.
One sec. Quick bathroom break.
11th hour, mostly, and then they played against AHN, which is Hippo Chode, and they 11th hour team 1-5-0.
I'm in menu.
Okay, it's sent.
I still haven't got one yet.
619, right?
Yeah.
Maybe just hit the button to accept it. Maybe you don't see
Oh
it.
yeah. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Someone's taking a bathroom break, I think.
That was Corin.
So yeah, this will be a last group stage match. Top two go to playoffs next Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Have you run any matches from the other group yet?
There was one this morning with the 11th hour against HHN and 11th one.
Oh, how'd that go? 11th one.
I wasn't there for it, but it was 5-0.
Okay, nice.
5-0 11th.
Yeah. I think they're scheduled. There's one on Friday, and there's a couple like Tuesday maybe.
Where are the matches posted? Like the times? Is that on the
They-
website?
No, it's on the Discord. I have
Okay.
a couple on there. I think there's one I'm missing, and then I think they're just still figuring out exactly what time. Like they have a window or something. We'll see.
Got it. Yeah, it's kind of cool watching them. I like it.
Yeah, it's nice that they don't have to, do it on Saturday if they can't. They can just do it on a Tuesday.
Mm.
And I was hoping you guys would have 3 matches instead of 2 in the group stage, but not a lot of active orgs at the moment.
Yeah, it seemed like it was good. Like I was kind of worried that wasn't going to happen because for a while it was just like 3 of us, and then a handful of teams signed up like last week.
Every time it's like right off the bat, you'll get a couple teams or a few teams, and then there'll be nothing until the last couple days, and then there'll be the rest of them all at once.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm back.
All right. I will actually just move you guys now, and we're good to go.
We can just mute.
Do that. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to do a little better job of like getting up close so you can see stuff. The radar glitch stuff can be annoying.
Squadron battle initiated.
But that's just how it is. I don't know if the view in this is really better, but mostly because the center console is right in your face. Where's the booster seat? Okay, so we got Box in the Vanguard, Tor, and Lundy in the Gladiators. Okay, that's the same situation for those guys. Toucans. Straight up Grimhex, same thing with them. Red Rum and a Wildfire instead of just a base Hornet. Corn in the Gladius, and Tired Owl in the Vanguard. So Corn was doing pretty well surviving yesterday, but I think kind of latency might have played a part in that. See how well the Gladius can do in this match. All right, so I think they are good. They're starting the first round. I'm a little closer here. Let's see how much I can get in here without disrupting the fight itself. The font colors are different in the 300. I'm noticing that. This must be a loner or something. All right, so red gonna get focused right off the bat on Stranded Grimhex. Are they going for Tor, I assume? Yeah, on Toucans. So red rum goes down well before Tor is creating a 3v2. So the second one, I assume, is going to be the Vanguard. No, it's the Gladius is the second focus. But he's doing a decent job of evading. He's taking some shield damage here. Let's see if there is some fire going towards Tired Owl. Meanwhile, how's Tor doing? Tor's taking significant damage. Well, maybe not actually, just the shields. Yeah, he's not close to death necessarily. Although that is, there we go. Damn it, I did not do a great job with the timer. I'm just gonna do a better job of announcing when there's a minute left. Tired Out goes down. Did they? No, they did not get Tor. So, Corin last alive again. Seen the situation a lot yesterday. 3v1, and Toucans is going to get that first round 3-zip. So, really what we've been seeing the whole tournament is Hornets get focused first. A lot, I mean, not all the time, but typically. And then so apparently there were some glitches there. Let's just go back to menu. We're going to count the first round just because, that's just how it is. Whatever happens, you finish the round and then you can restart it. Just go all the way back. Getting really good at this. So that'll be the first round, Toucans. Now, I think the tiebreaker here is if Grimhex comes back and actually wins against the Toucans, they will need. Let me actually look at the scores here. So Grimhex did get one round. Jolly Little Pilots did not get a single round. So that's how they would win this, basically. Yeah, I think Toucans would, get the second place, technically, if Grimhex wins this one. Just win on 1D here, I think. I think he's got it. He just needs to click the button. Yeah. I think that math works out so that if Well, actually, they can't. The tiebreaker would have to be they have to lose no more than 2 rounds, actually. So it'd be total rounds won would be the first tiebreaker. Well, the first tiebreaker is head-to-head, but since they beat each other in a circle in that case, that goes out the window. So the second tiebreaker would be just total rounds won. Deleted Pilots has 5 total. Grimhex is 1. Toucans is going to have right now 6. And I guess we're restarting. Lots of fun. I think he didn't twitch his ship out. Yeah, yes, new lobby. Okay, great. Super exciting so far. So basically, as long as Grimhex wins this, they'll have 6, which would put them in it. And then it's just a matter of can Toucans get. Well, no, they would actually be in. So yeah, that's all they'd have to do at this point. Win. And Jolly Pods would be out. Now, of course, if Grimhex loses, they're out. I'm missing here on box and red rum. There we go. Third attempt. You can move before the clock goes off.
Squadron battle initiated.
All right. So why he's showing up red, despite being on my team? Technically, nope. Or maybe it just bugged. That's fun. All right, so they are going. I guess, yeah. Tired up front for Grimhex, box up front, so they're leading with the Vanguard. You know, they're kind of the bullet sponges here, and no one's really going for them first, which so that makes sense. Kind of put them up there, take some hits, or at least get some hits in, since no one's going to be on them. That's Tor, right? His name's not showing up really well for me. So they were having issues the first round with hitting Tor. This time they do not appear to be. So that's really who I need to focus is Tor and Red Rum. That's telling you a lot. Tor taking the worst of it this time compared to Red Rum. Red Rum obviously taking a lot of damage, but not to the wings or his weapon, or at least one weapon initially. Although he still goes down, so they were able to close that. Mass drivers, Lundy, Gladius. Tor is able to, like, I guess, dance in and out, kind of, draw fire away. Just kind of soak, phase you take, basically. So the second target here is going to be, I assume, Tyredol again. Corn taking some hits. So the second tiebreaker is total rounds, and the third is going to be broad rounds. Grimhex does have one of those too. Of course, if you're down 2-3, basically you can force a draw if you tie. So if they can get one down and hold on for a couple more minutes, they will draw the round. So Tyra's going to go down 2, leaving just Corin already missing a wing, which is kind of a big blow for Gladius. There are thrusters on it. So that's going to put Toucans up 2-zip. Again with a 3-0 result. It's such a pain to find the middle of this map. And I hit something. There it is. But yeah, I like that mouse. Alright, resetting for round 3. Straight out of Grimhex in trouble here. 2 rounds down. Maybe the strategy of focusing Tor first is not working out. They have trouble killing him. I mean, so has every team that's fought against Toucan so far. I mean, Twilight Pilots. Twilight Pilots was able to get, 3 kills in their match total yesterday against Toucan. So Toucan's the team to beat right now. Oh, I didn't miss anything, did I? No. They're just kind of getting some more distance between them. The match against Jolly Pilots and Grimhex was a little closer. Grimhex was able to get 7 total kills. Here we go. Get a little closer in here. Focusing on myself on Tor. Just see, how he's getting away with this. Getting shot by 3 people at once. Red Rum not able to get away with it this time. So Tor taking some to the shield, but nothing significant this time. Red Rum's going to go down. I think that was a legit kill. Maybe it hit something, but probably being up close here, as I can't really see as much. Did Lundy go down there? No. So this is again 3-on-2. For some reason, Tor the wrong color for me. Tired is going to be taking the brunt of it again as a second ship. They're going to leave. Is that Corn right there? Yeah, they leave Corn for third. So Tired now goes down. Not sure who got the kill, but 3-on-1. For round 3, probably going to be the end of that one too. And there it is. Kill actually working this time. So round 3. Toucans. Stupid chat box. Let's find the middle here. There it is. It's really super convenient scroll out feature. So I think a lot of people kind of knew coming in. I forget if they were second place or first place in the last tournament, but Toucans are pretty solid players. And not just in terms of like firepower they're able to put out, like just in terms of evading shots, right? If you can survive in the Hornet, as Tor did, against 3 people shooting at you, that's pretty solid piloting right there. Now there's like a little bit of a bonus this round or this patch because of the IFCS issues and hit registration, all that kind of stuff. But they're able to kill red, so I guess everyone has the same handicap maybe. It was making it slightly harder that Tor's the wrong color for me to actually select him in the middle of a round. So just keep that in mind. And then of course the arrows are green, the names are green, and the box is barely red, so not easy to distinguish between friend and foe. Current iteration of the game. Oh shit, Tor froze. The round started. Yeah, so that's once the round starts, it starts, and you just go. We'll reset after this, but they're gonna play down handicapped. They said they were ready. I mean, obviously, it's not their fault they crashed, but once you say that, the round starts. Once both say that, the round starts, and that's how it happened. The joys of playing a tournament at Alpha. Box goes down, red goes down. So 2 versus 1, or yeah, so it's going to be Corrin and Tired against Lundy. Or is Tor still working? Or alive, I should say. Yeah, I think he's okay. So maybe that was a 3-3. They were able to get box down though. So okay, it's a 2-2 now. Of course, his name doesn't show up. That's definitely Tor. Yeah. Tired Owl has lost wing, not an engine though, like yesterday when he was kind of spinning out of this place. Corrin's taken some significant damage at the front of his ship. Gladius, that's how the Gladius dies, similar to the Hornet, and that the nose is what goes first. Red's restarting, so we will reset after this round. Corrin's going to go down, leaving Tired Owl against Tor and Lundy here. And yeah, it's going to have a tough time in the Vanguard. So he should be. This is again round 4. Despite the initial confusion there about Tor freezing up, it seems like he recovered, and Toucans got that. I hope they didn't cause any issues with Grimpex in terms of like what they thought was happening, but again, that's kind of the rules. Once the round starts, you can reset when it's done, but if someone crashes or freezes in the middle of the round, so be it. Just for the sake of time. I will re-invite Red here. Hopefully that'll work instead of having to invite everyone. Actually, I guess we're resetting completely. Tired and Red. So we were to get through that once the initial kind of crashes were over, but then we stepped in it again. I think Tired is doing a full restart. So this one I think has slipped away from Room Hex. They're gonna haven't really had success. Ooh, they got actually one kill that last game. I mean, technically, someone dies, you get the kill. I think that was their only one so far, and I missed it, which there's a good chance that I did. So yeah, the teams advancing from North America will be Toucans
Squadron battle initiated.
and Jello Pilots 1 and 2 respectively, assuming this last round or any preceding round. Not preceding, the opposite of preceding, following goes to Toucans. So I'm trying to start away from the action, or at least not between the two teams when they start out, and then I can slowly move in. It does not like Tor. My targeting is not helping me out here. Hopefully when we have a team of people will actually be like talking between times and able to keep track of 6 players, because by myself or just like with one commentator it's not easy to do. If I could have multiple targets up like any other MMO that's ever existed, I could see multiple things at once and I didn't have all this huge wasted space, that'd be great and I can actually do it. But the interface right now is pretty sad, especially when you're trying to have any idea of what your team, in this case, I'm on their side, even though not really, but imagine that I was. Like, how can you track the status of your allies, and how can you track the status of enemies when you can only see one thing at a time? And I mean, you can, like, pin stuff. Oh, God, what did I set to pin? Nope, not that one. I should open up chat. All right, so this the 5th round has started. Potentially the game, or the match point here, if Toucans wins. I try to remember what I set pin to. P, that would just make sense. Yeah. Anyway, okay, now I'll start moving here. So, target on Red Room this time. He's taken quite the beating right off the initial engagement there. He had some slight recovery on I got the one to listen on that. So have they switched? I think they have. No, Corn's dude, still Red Room. So little they know if they kill the official, they get the automatic round win. Yep. Shit, someone died there and I missed it. Oh man, I'm terrible at this. So Box goes killed or crashed. It doesn't tell you necessarily, so it is 2-on-2 right now. Tor's shield still up. So it's Gladius, Hornet, Gladius, Vanguard. It looks like, yeah, Corin is in trouble, taking a lot of heat, trying to get out of there. But he's left tired behind. So he's going to be taken out. And then we'll get round 5 almost guaranteed now for Toucans against Hornet Gladius versus Vanguard. Kind of a little bit of a sitting duck. I mean, it is nice they don't get focused first. So if you can take advantage of that with the big guns on the Vanguard, maybe get someone sitting still or at a good angle. I think with the Vanguard you can do some damage because no one is going to be on top of you. So Tired's going to go down. 3-1. Oh, Toucans. Alright, so let us go back and see if
Good fights, guys.
Good fights.
guys.
Yeah, good game.
Good games.
So
Nice
Tor
one.
is very difficult to kill, apparently. Was there like a latency issue there, or what happened?
No, not really. I don't think.
Just good fun.
I
mean-
know the first round, like Tor was skipping
Oh, yeah, I
all
froze
over for
twice.
me.
Yeah, his game froze up.
Yeah.
died.
Okay, I did record the first one. You can see it on my
Freezing?
screen too that he's all over the
Yeah,
place.
it should look like I was sitting in place and skipping all over the place. That's how it usually happens. That's this game.
Yep, I guess it happens in an alpha. You know, we're dumb for trying, but whatever.
Still fun though, nonetheless.
Hopefully.
I try like attacking and then just running, and yeah, just mass drivers everywhere. Can't escape.
So it seems like Vanguards don't get focused off the bat. Are you guys in the Vanguards able to do anything in terms of damage output because you're not getting shot at?
Yeah.
You can, but it's definitely harder against pilots that are decoupled.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of like you can catch them and you can get some potential burst off onto a target, but
Yeah, it's super hard to keep the target,
it's
at least damage on target when there's so much like in and out right now with the way the game currently is. It's just really hard to go
Especially-
against afterburn decoupled.
especially I know for me with dual sticks, the Vanguard just isn't very responsive. So fixed weapons is just pretty hard to stay on target. I know Box, you use gimbaled, right?
On a Vanguard, no. I have to do
Oh.
fixed.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
Usually
much
I
have
use
to.
gimbal though. If I were in a Hornet, definitely.
Yeah. How were you? Were you able to stay on target for most of the time?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like Toucans are definitely going to be on Saturday. We'll see who the other EU teams are. They've only played one match so far, but they've scheduled some for this week. So it's going to be single elimination, and there should be 4 matches, and we're gonna do them like in order. So each of the 4 will be cast, kind of the semis, 1 and then 2, and then there'll be the consolation game, and then the final.
Cool.
So it should be a lot more streamlined than past tournaments where we had like 9 games plus streamed, let alone played. But every game played on Saturday will be streamed.
Yeah,
And
it'd be
then
nice for the breaks between two.
Yeah. And then hopefully by 3.2, the game will be in a much better state and it'll be a much larger tournament. And we can have more games during the week for you guys in the group stage.
I was just thinking about like team comps. I'm not a big fan of the Vanguard, but it would be kind of cool to see like 2 Hornets and like a Gladius or some kind of light
Saber.
fighter.
Saber would be nice.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I like the fleet, like preset fleet comps, but I'm not a fan of the Vanguard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the Vanguard's in a great spot. I'm not sure the Gladius is either. You guys are doing pretty well,
Yeah.
it seems like. Better than what we thought, I think, with the Gladius. The Vanguard is ending up being the weak ship. Now, you could sub in the Cullis, which is a little bit weaker. If you really
Yeah,
wanted to, that's still allowed.
That'd be I wouldn't want to. I
Even though
still
the
Yeah,
think
Cutlass
nobody
is
would.
cool.
yeah, I still think the Vanguard's way better than the Cutlass.
So, I mean, yeah, we want the kind of a good combat ships in this thing. I think the Gladius, just as it's with status as like the top ship that or the most, favored by CIG,
Yeah.
is still going to be in there, and it's even though it's not great right now, it seems to be doing better than the Vanguard.
It's effective, yeah.
Yeah, so if the Saber comes back in the focus, maybe the Saber will be at maybe if they get is it the Hurricane in 3-2 or is that another patch?
Yeah, but the Hurricane isn't really a dogfighter. Like it is a single 2-person fighter, but
Well, we'll
we don't
see
know.
if.
We don't really know what it's going to be once.
wonder
They
Yeah,
if
we don't know. We don't know. But I,
certain mechanics that
I guess if you were to do something like a hurricane instead of the Gladius in that setup, maybe.
I think. I mean, if the Saber's back to normal status or normal state, it would be Saber, Horn, and Gladius.
Yeah.
In that role, maybe the Gladius is just super weak because the Saber and Horn are so strong. And the only issue I had, that would be one of the issues. And the other one would be maybe that the Saber and the Hornet are too similar. You know, if the Hornet was a little bit more survivable and the Saber was a bit more maneuverable, there'd be more
I know.
differentiation there. But I mean, that's probably what it ended up being right now. So we'll
We
see.
also got to see what they do with the IFCS changes. I haven't played the PTU yet, or which direction they're going to go. But I think that'll play a huge role because right now with the live version, you know, the Hornets are just really, you know, obviously slow to maneuver unless
Yeah.
you're smashing the afterburning or decoupling. So it'll be interesting once they kind of get the IFCS tuned down or tuned in a bit to see, you know, what ships are going to, you know, prosper from it.
Mm-hmm.
there's a big list of issues to work out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Like
And
literally,
least they're
I have
working
a
on
big
it.
List. I have the big list. I wrote the big list.
I'm just glad that they're actually starting to work on the IFCS, putting it to PTU, and then at least keeping the ESP tuned down in it, from what I heard, so that they can kind of like get the IFCS dialed in and then gradually work on the ESP. Seems like. So I'm glad they're at least working on it now rather than waiting all the way till 3.2.
It is nice. I'm glad that we're getting these updates. Please,
Yeah,
refreshing from the year of nothing.
yeah, exactly. Have you guys done? I haven't tried the PTU yet. Have you guys done it yet?
I haven't had time.
I did a little bit, and it's.
Bundy didn't test
Yeah.
it.
Decouple's
Wow.
kind of broken right now.
But
Really?
and without ESP, it is so bad.
Is it
Yeah,
like
apparently it's
3.0
off.
ESP or is it even worse than that?
Lower.
No,
Oh, wow.
it's
Like
like
off.
off. Yeah, it does.
I mean, it makes sense though, right? Like,
Well, that
why
was my
tune
sound.
ESP if IFCS is still getting tweaked?
So I guess I will end it there. My stupid motherboard. Never buy a, what is it? Aorus. All right. I'll see you guys on for the next match.